Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we are going to be going through the best pay to win whale defenses for Supreme Arena this week. I've thought a lot about the different maps and I think these are the best teams I can come up with. And let's go right into it. Okay, so team number one is going to be the Harak Maulers team. I think that, especially from the testing we've done in dueling as well, basically Harak does well either in a Hypogean Celestial team or a Mauler team, but he does overall better in the Mauler teams because the Mauler buff tiles gives him the protection he needs to hopefully get 1 or 2 kills and then begin ramping up like crazy. I also found that he does the best with Smokey to heal him and provide the attack buff for him, and I think he does really well with another damage dealer threat like either Lily May, Odie for example, because then they can help him basically set up an enemy to be killed, because with the killer assist from Harak then he will get a kill stack. And like, for example, that's why we have Odie here behind the Brutus on the hidden tile. I feel like he should be pretty safe in this position. And because there's no position for him on the Mauler buff tiles, I think this is pretty much a good position for him. Brutus is going to tank for him. And then we have Sonya as well to buff up the Harak and Smokey. Now, one issue about this team is Sonya can be killed quickly. If Sonya doesn't cast her ultimate, then the buffs are going to no longer be active from the Crimson Covenant, but if she's able to cast her ultimate, this team is going to be deadly. And even without her casting, I still think that just with the Mauler buff tiles, Odie weakening down the enemies, Brutus tanking the damage and becoming invincible, and Smokey healing and providing attack buff, that should be enough for the team to win. Resonating spell onto Harak. This is not the best artifact for Harak. I like Valor Shield a bit more than Resonating, but we have like a better use of Valor Shield on the final team. And that is why Resonating is good for Harak as well, because after it can help him charge up to cast his ultimate quicker and give him the attack buff when he casts it. So Resonating is good. Even though this map you might be thinking, oh, well, this would be good for frontline spell because you already have one ally who is going to be in the front line. The Brutus right here is going to be on enemy territory. But the problem is if the opponent brings 2 Mauler buff tiles and they teleport into my team, then my 2 Maulers on the buff tiles are going to also teleport on top of those heroes on my side of the field, and we're not going to trigger frontline. So on defense, I just basically never run frontline because there's no guarantee that you're going to be able to activate it, and the opponent can counter it just by bringing Mauler buff tiles of his own. Okay, let's move on to team number 2, map 2. Okay, so map 2 is very similar to the defense I'm running on my main account, and on that account I was running Vala rather than Lenya because I don't have Lenya built. However, I think Lenya is overall stronger with these Maulers, Mikola and Shakir. And so here we're going to be running Lenya. Lenya with the damage reduction from the Frester Illusion. One other advantage of this is the Frester Illusion will be tanking the aggro of the opponents on the ranged heart buff tile, and usually they're going to put a carry there. So like, I want my Illusion tanking that, not the main Frester. We have the main Frester in front of Mikola so that she can cast her Curse Sphere more quickly, and that is going to give the energy, basically give her energy generation and yeah, provide the buffs for our team. We have Coco on the range hard buff tile so she can do more normal attacks to charge up her energy faster and be able to cast her damage reduction ultimate, and also she is going to be on a tile which is going to count for the on arena, so hopefully giving us better control of the on arena. Verdant spell, because I think that's the best artifact for this team. It increases the tankiness or provides damage reduction for the tanks. It provides penetration for Shakir and Lenya, the rogues, and it provides for Mikola it provides, and Coco it provides the haste. As for charms, you're going to want Butcher Charms onto Lenya. That's what I've prioritized this week from sweeping, or crafting actually. So Lenya's fully decked out on the Butcher Charms with this damage reduction from Frester, with the Mauler buff tile, with Shakir buffing her up with Lupine's Aura, the damage reduction for Coco, Mikola on Arena. This is going to be pretty crazy. This is also because we have the Infinite Front Scorching Furnace. Basically healing is less effective in this map, but damage reduction is never less effective, and the damage reduction will be the way of basically keeping the team alive. So overall, I'm a big fan of this team. I think it will do pretty well, and I hope that it will. And okay, let's move on to final team, team number 3. Now again, team number 3 is always difficult. Honestly, I've thought of so many different combos that can work because the energy tiles make it very complicated, because also you have to figure out which heroes are going to be on the buff tiles, which heroes are going to be on the energy tiles. Definitely, if you have Dunlinger, you should be running Dunlinger in this map. And if you have Lily May, you should be running Lily May in this map, because Lily May is going to interrupt the enemy ultimate. Dunlinger is going to deny ultimate casts other than your selected hero. But then the question is, okay, on top of that, what are the heroes you want to use? Now, Tassi and Taylene are two of the top options for energy tiles, and I'm going to be using both of them. And then as a final option, I've chosen Scarlita. You could choose, for a while I was thinking Dionel would be the best. For example, in a team like this, rather than the Scarlita, and maybe this will even be better. I don't know. But the thing I was a little bit worried about is that if I choose Dionel here, for example, what if the opponent is just able to nuke through my Dionel? But we have the Valor Shield spell. Basically, that is going to provide the shielding to your Dionel as well as Dunlinger, giving Dunlinger survivability and whoever is on that back tile the survivability. But if, for example, I do Scarlita, I'm still undecided which to go for. I think I'm going to probably try Dionel for a while. But if Scarlita is on this tile, the shield is actually going to go off onto Lily May. And that's an advantage. It gives Lily May the haste, allowing her to cast Rainstorm Ballet more quickly. And also it gives her a lot of tankiness. So I think that this can be, honestly, a really strong team. We have the Dunlinger basically excluding the Tassi from his ultimate order, his divine order, and that is going to allow Tassi to cast her ultimate right from the beginning of the match. However, I'm sure the opponent is going to bring Lily May, and then they're going to counter my ultimate cast of Tassi, but then hopefully we can charge up our energy and recast it again. Because, yeah, it's basically whoever is going to be on this tile is going to get the insta first cast, and if I run Tassi, it's basically forcing them to bring Lily May, which they're probably already going to bring, but I thought this would be better and have Taylene on the back tile. But yeah, I'm not completely sure. It's like, again, really difficult to come up with the optimal team when you have so many options for this energy tile map. But I think definitely the Dionel team is one thing to try, and this can be really strong. And maybe even stronger than Scarlita, because here you have like multiple threats. But I guess the problem with the Dionel team is that you have no one buffing him up other than the Valor Shield spell. And that's basically the only thing that will provide an intoxication stack. I think the Valor Shield spell does provide it because it's a non-permanent stat buff. But anything else we don't have. Like the permanent stat buff from Dunlinger Mythic Plus, that is not going to be... that is not going to count as an intoxication stack, as far as I know, because it says it will provide basically the buff until the ally is defeated, which is basically considered permanent. So yeah, I mean, this is tough. There's a tough decision. I think I will try Dionel for a while, but then I'll also try Scarlita. I think both can be good options. And either way, the Dunlinger is not allowing Dionel to cast. Instead, it will allow Tassi to cast and absorb the Lily May interruption, which they're bound to go for. Also, having Lily May on the light buff tile, basically the light tile is the hero you want to put here has the highest attack, because it will periodically deal damage, true damage equal to a % of the prime carrier's attack, and Lily May gains attack with her growth stacks. And so that's why I was thinking she's just the best choice for the light tile, because she will increase her attack to higher than any other hero can, and that will be the damage being triggered. And I believe that's how it works. And if we have Scarlita, then we'll also have Valor Shield onto the Lily May at the beginning, giving her another growth stack, instant growth stack. That's why I was thinking that would be a good option. But anyway, guys, you can let me know what you think about these defenses. I think overall these are pretty much the best things that you can try and run. Even in this team, you wouldn't have to run Dunlinger, for example, but you would want to run some sort of tank. And I think Tassi and Lily May are two of the best heroes to be running on this map. So for like a heavy spender account, I think the best combo is to have Tassi, Lily May, and then have 3 Hypogean Celestials. Yeah, that's pretty much my opinion on that. Okay, but anyway, guys, that is going to be it for this video. Just looking at the defenses again. Here we have map 2. Main Fresser in front of the Mikola, Illusion in front of Lenya, and then map 1 with the Sonya buffing. I hope Sonya can survive for long enough, but yeah, I think that these are pretty much the best teams we can put together. The only heroes missing that we haven't like slotted in who are good PvP heroes are Dionel, Iron, Thorin. And Thorin this week doesn't do very well because there's basically only one map where he can actually protect your prime carriers, and Fresto also is really good in that map. So anyway, guys, let me know what you think about these. Good luck with them if you try them, but that is going to be it for this video. I'll hopefully see you guys in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.